Hello people, I'm the Real Comic Book Gamer, and today I'm going to be talking about J.J. Abrams directing episode 9 because the Star Wars Twitter officially announced that he is back to write and direct episode 9, and oh no. As most of you guys know that were around here during The Force Awakens time, I was not a fan of The Force Awakens. I thought it was extremely overrated and not a good movie at all. If you like it, that's fine. We all have our own opinions, but personally for me, I did not like the movie, and having him back is not something I'm excited about. Now, Colin Trevorrow, when he was initially announced, I was like, I'm not the biggest fan because I didn't like Jurassic World, but that was the only movie I'd seen of his, and he had a very small filmography, so it was like, okay, you know, he could be good. He's only done, like, I don't know, was Jurassic World like his first film or his second film, something like that? He hadn't done, like, many films that were actually released in theaters. And so I was like, okay, at least I can give him a chance, and who knows. Where J.J. Abrams has done many films, and he has not made a single great film. I'd say J.J. Abrams has made some good movies, but in my opinion, he hasn't made one great movie, which that's what you want for Star Wars. If you look at Rian Johnson, he's made very few movies, but the one movie of his that I've seen, which is Looper, was fantastic. That movie is amazing. It's one of my favorite movies to have come out in the past 10 years. The world building in Looper is fantastic. I love the characters and the character development, and just everything about that movie is great. I love it. J.J. Abrams doesn't have a movie like that even comes close to where it's like, hey, this movie's great. Like the first Star Trek, it's okay. Star Trek Into Darkness, I never saw it, but I know a ton of Star Trek fans hated it because it was a remake of Wrath of Khan. I know so many Star Trek fans were like, this is just a straight up remake of Wrath of Khan. And then The Force Awakens, a remake of A New Hope with some elements of the other Star Wars movies put in there. And then he's also got some other movies like Mission Impossible 3, which is another, you know, good, not great movie. He's got Super 8, which I would say is another good, not great movie. He's got a lot of like 7 out of 10s, like, it's good, but it's not great, nothing special. So why would you want this guy to direct Star Wars? I think it's mainly because he fits into Kathleen Kennedy's pocket really well, because if you look at all the controversy behind the Han Solo movie, the reason those guys got kicked off, it seems, was because they wanted to do their own thing and they didn't want to follow what Kathleen Kennedy wanted. Kathleen Kennedy seems to just let all the power go to her head and is kind of nuts. If you read all the stuff about her, this lady just, I'm not a fan of the fact that she's the head of Lucasfilm, because she does not let the creators do what they want. They have to fit within her guidelines. I understand not letting them do like stupid stuff in Star Wars that wouldn't fit the Star Wars universe, but it seems to be very much just tailored to whatever she wants. And I don't like that, and that's why the Han Solo guys got kicked, because they were experienced directors and they wanted to do what they wanted, and she was like, no, you gotta do what I want, you have to do exactly what I say. But they're like, nah, screw that. Now, people have asked Rian Johnson if he has creative control, and he says he has complete creative control, but of course, if he didn't, he wouldn't say, nah, I don't have complete creative control. There's no way he'd be like, nope, I don't have that, because then he'd be kicked off the project immediately. And from what I've been reading, Rian Johnson got offered episode 9 before J.J. Abrams, from what I've seen, but he turned it down. That's what I've been hearing. I don't know if it's true or not, but it seems like it's true, because I've just seen a bunch of different sources saying that, yeah, Rian Johnson was offered episode 9, but he didn't want it. So I'm thinking maybe that might be because he didn't have too much creative control, and he's just like, yeah, I don't want to go back into that environment where Kathleen Kennedy's just controlling everything. I'm good. To J.J. Abrams was like, I could do that. I could work inside a box. That's fine with me. But we saw it with episode 7, which was just a terrible movie with uninteresting characters and bland, and it has some cool action, and the effects are good and some cool shots, but overall I did not like that movie. And I thought it was funny that a lot of people that loved Force Awakens were people that did not like any of the previous Star Wars movies at all. I remember seeing that. I remember so many people that were like, oh, yeah, I watched the original trilogy and to get ready for The Force Awakens. Those movies weren't very good. And then they watched The Force Awakens. They're like, oh, it's amazing. It's like, yeah, that kind of tells you something. But anyways, yeah, I'm just not a big fan of J.J. Abrams doing this. He doesn't make great stuff. He makes some good stuff and some terrible stuff, and that's kind of all he does. He does not make great movies, which is what you want from Star Wars. You want great movies. You don't want just like subpar good like 7 out of 10 movies. It's not like in the Marvel Universe. The Marvel Universe, those movies, I would say hardly any of them are bad. Very few of them are bad. Most of them are good, but few of them are great. Most of them are solid 7 out of 10 fun movies to watch, but then you have a handful of them that are actually great, like Iron Man 1, Civil War, The First Avengers, and Winter Soldier. But the rest of them are just like good, and then a few bad ones. And I'd say that's how the Marvel Universe works. And I want Star Wars to be like that. I want Star Wars to have great movies. I don't want Star Wars to just be like Marvel and get comfortable with just being generic good movies. which is what it seems, which it seems how that's where they're gonna go, because I don't think J.J. Abrams can do anything good and original. It's just not, especially if The Force Awakens is like a precursor to that. It's not really giving me much hope for J.J. I mean, not even in just story elements or characters, but just everything in The Force Awakens was borrowed from something else. It's not Tatooine, it's Jakku. It's not Yavin, it's Takodana. We want Starkiller Base looks an awful lot like Hoth, but it's Starkiller Base, and it's not a Death Star cause it's bigger. And we got a trench run, but it's totally new, you guys. Like, there's so much stuff that is just completely ripped from the other movies, and they just, like, there's nothing good original in that movie. One of the things I was really looking forward to was the character of Finn in The Force Awakens, because I love that setup of a stormtrooper turned good. I thought that was really interesting when I heard about that part of the movie coming out. I was like, man, I'm excited for this Finn guy. And then in the movie, he's just a goofy idiot that can't do anything and gets one-upped by Rey on everything. Like, Finn was completely useless. He couldn't do anything. He had the best lightsaber fight in the movie, though, between him and the traitor guy. That was like the coolest fight involving a lightsaber in the movie, in my opinion. But Finn as a character was sort of like the Jar Jar of this movie. He's not as bad as Jar Jar, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying he was the Jar Jar of The Force Awakens, the fact that he was just a goofy guy that couldn't do anything. Oh, you got a boyfriend? Keep boyfriend? Oh my gosh, and we had that Joss Whedon-esque humor that just does not fit in Star Wars at all, and just, I'm not looking forward to more of that. And yeah, I'm just, if you look at J.J. Abrams' track record, it does not lend well to him making a great Star Wars film. At best, we'll get like a 7 out of 10 good Star Wars movie. We won't get anything new or different. I don't think it'll be a remake of Episode 9, because I don't know actually, because you had a lot of people that were fine with it being a remake of A New Hope, so maybe he'll be like, screw the people that said it was a remake, we'll just remake Return of the Jedi. I wouldn't doubt it. You'll have new bear creatures. They're not called Ewoks, they're called Wookiees. They're just these new guys that are completely different on this new planet that's not the forest moon of Endor. It's something else completely. It's, oh my gosh, I wouldn't doubt it. But anyways, please let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts on J.J. Abrams coming back to direct and write Episode 9? Because I'm not very happy about it at all, as you can tell. So please let me know in the comments below. I want to know what you guys think about this. And if you want to know my thoughts on The Force Awakens, I'll link a video in the description. I'll try to have it in the outro as well. But be warned, I had lost my voice during that, so my voice sounds much different in that video. So yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, I grew up with the prenup. Mama said keep my C up. Now noticing I'm getting caught cracker and getting beat up, but I stayed up long nights, working hard on my craft. Gave a fuck about the bullies or anyone in my path.